What's up, guys? I'm going to show you how to get the 19th token as a part of the Hunt Mega Edition here in Roblox, and the game is Regretevator, which we have linked in the description. So in the lobby, as soon as you join in, you guys see this microwave over here. Back behind this microwave, you're going to click on that little button, and it's basically just showing you a place where you need to go, which is kind of above the ceiling there. But there's something up there that we're going to have to unlock later, but right now we need to find ourselves the code. So in order to find the code, what we're going to have to do is go through several elevators. So different maps will have these, like not just the maps that I go to. If you go to any map, like pretty much almost, I think all of them might actually have this, but you look for like a blue piece of paper, and the blue piece of paper is like a hidden sort of note. So just look for like anything that's like blue and glowing, and if you can find that, then that is probably the note that you're looking for. Basically, you're just looking for what, you know, looks like, or we say is a mysterious note. Some of them are not going to be like super obvious, like that one, you know, you could barely even see it. But you know, like just walking by it, I found that there was something there to interact with. So even if you can't see it, it's like, you know, there still might be one there. So there's these hidden in, I think, every map, and usually you're going to find it pretty close to where you start out. So you can see right there, we've got the first note collected. There's 4 of these that we have to find, so we're going to have to go through the Regretevator. But after you find the note, you can just click on respawn. So if you leave the server, though, and like come back, you have to start all over. I realized that. I thought afterwards I could leave the server, just join a new server, but I had to start all over and find my first note again. So you're going to find these, but like this one right here, you can see like it's pretty obvious. This one's glowing over here, so it's a lot easier to see, and usually you're going to see them glowing bright blue, so they'll be easier to find. So there's 2 of them that we've got, and again, guys, pretty much every map, like if you die on the map, don't worry, just go back in the elevator and go to the next map, and you're probably going to find them. We need a total of 4. You see, just kind of looking around right wherever you start out. Again, not very far from wherever it is, so we're just gonna keep going through until we find these. And I'm pretty sure there's one in every single map. Like, I don't know for sure, but like I've seen them pop up in different maps, so many different maps, and like right away. So there you go, there's number 3 right there that we've collected, and we just need another one here, guys. After this, just 6 more mega tokens to go. Some of them, like this one, was actually a little bit tricky for me to climb up to and access, but you know, there's one pretty much in everyone, and if they're glowing bright, they're a lot easier to see. So find 4 of those bright glowing notes, and then we're gonna go to the lobby again, and we can see those notes are up there on this Pepe Silva board, and it says we need to find the floppies. We've got floppies that are missing. So we need to go through and find the floppies, and it just so turns out these floppies are hidden here in the lobby. So let's go find where the floppies are. 2 of them are downstairs, and 2 of them are right there. I actually just passed right by one of them, but first we're gonna just go down the stairs, not sit at that table like I was doing. I didn't mean to do it. We're gonna go downstairs, check over here to this. Just watch where I'm going. We've got 2 of them. One of them's back in this room over on top of this little chest, and I kept pressing E. E is the button to open up the menu that we're going to use here later, but I keep forgetting that I have to press F, so that's why it keeps popping up every time I do that. So the next one right here is in the file cabinet. We've got that one right there in the file cabinet. So we've got 2 of the floppies now that we've got 4 of the discs, or we've got 4 of the notes, 2 of the floppy disks. We're going upstairs to the next area, and we're going to grab the other 2 floppy disks, which are, of course, pretty easy to find. One was right there inside of that little ball, or I'm not sure exactly what it is, but whatever it is, it's holding the floppy disk. And then over here in these drawers, you can find there's another floppy disk in there as well. So we've got 4 of the floppy disks. Now we can go back to the Pepe Silva board, and I don't know if we even have to do that necessarily, but we can press E and go to the menu, and in the menu we're going to find ourselves the floppies over on the right side. It says floppies, so we have to go through these 1, 2, 3, and 4. These aren't really difficult to decrypt. Basically, like for this one, you have to press the button when it's in the target area, like the lock button. So just when that little thing is moving left and right, we want to press that lock button like right there, and then it gets towards the end. Seems like the area that you have to click it in gets smaller and smaller each time. It doesn't go fast or anything, and it does respond pretty much right away. And as you see, like this one, if I had almost like just pressed it like click, click, click right away on channels like 6, 7, 8, like even that one. But, you know, it might not be worth it. You might have to start all over if you're not quick enough to click on it. So, and then this channel 9 and channel 10 now, we are done with that. So as long as you do that, we are encrypted or decrypted. We've got access to this one and it's opening the file. So you can see the numbers are kind of moving around right there. So this part, you're done with floppy disk number 1. Now we're going to go and we're going to close this one. And we have to just basically go through and decrypt floppy disk number 2, number 3, and number 4. Number 2, pretty straightforward. You just read the floppy and then you just have to use the arrow keys to go, you know, like in the pattern that it tells you to, up, down. You know, you can use the arrow keys on your computer, and I think you can also use those buttons as well, but, you know, you got a little scramble timer, and you just have to make sure you do it before the timer runs out. Not difficult. They give you plenty of time to do it, so we've got the second one decrypted. Now we're going to go to number 3. We're going to read that floppy, and we're going to decrypt this one as well. So we've got one sequence, one manual sequence that we have to go through, so we have to press the buttons in correct order. So when you press the first button, all the other button numbers are going to go away. So you have to do 0, 1. Remember where 2 was, where 3, 4, and 5 were. So now we're going to go to the next one. Now remember where all the numbers are. So when you press 0, they're all going to go away. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So remember where those are. We got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got those memorized. And now we are moving through. Boom, access granted. We are moving on to the next one. So yeah, we've got the numbers there and we've got those figured out. Moving on to decryption number 4, we're going to read the floppy disk and then we're going to access. It's got 2 sequences that we've got to go through this time instead of just 1. But these 2 are familiar. We've done both of these already, so these aren't like anything new. And there's like half as much of the sequence that we have to do overall than we did last time because there's only 5 channels and not 10 on this one. And then this next time, we're going to go through this other one, which we've seen before as well. The arrows. So it's just a small amount of time, you know, 8 seconds, really quick and easy. Like they give you more than enough time, guys. So yeah, there we go. Now we've got all 4 of these decrypted and unscrambled, and we're going to go in there and get the code from those. So we're going to go back to the floppies. Now that they're all unscrambled, each one's going to give us a 2-digit number. So the first one is giving us 8, 9, and we're going to want to write that down. So get a piece of paper, write it down. The second fragment is giving us 0, 5. Okay, so we're getting this 8-digit code right here. So the third fragment right here, when we read it, gives us a 9, 0. And then we're going to close that one. And then we're going to go and read the floppy. And then the fourth one, when we read it, gives us a 2, 3. So we're going to close that guy right there. And now that we've got that 8-digit code, what we can do is go up through the vents in that area where we alluded to before. We can just climb up this way, and then there's a box back here, and then we're going to enter that code. And then, of course, our code is 8905 9023. So we can just go through and enter that code right there. We can go up or down, whichever way gets us quicker. If we go down, it brings us to 9. If we go up, it starts us at 1. And then we're going to enter the last digit right here, 3. And then as soon as you enter that, it's just going to automatically unlock. You don't have to do anything else after that. And then there you go. We've got ourselves the mega token. So there you go. If you're new, and make sure you subscribe.